everybody? Welcome back to Big Things Kentucky. Coach Bew, what's going on, man?
I have no fear. Big Things Kentucky's here. I'm Coach Bew, my man, Coach C, man, Simon, Coach Truck. What's good? I would say nothing because you lost another week to another guest, and of course to me as well. So you're pretty terrible, Coach.
I'm gonna remedy that later, but here we go. Week 6, Coach Bew, man. Week 6 surprises.
Lafayette High School get their first win over Moore. Somebody told you they was gonna win, and they surprised. They did win. Shout out to Lafayette. The coaching staff over there, them young men battling hard to get that first W.
First W in 19 tries, man. And shout out to Jared Peck, y'all. Jared Peck is that man, y'all. We was at the end of the Douglas game. I done interviewed everybody. He's still on the field interviewing people. I get home. He done got to Lafayette and interviewed the coach and got the winning footage. So y'all know that man working hard for us, man.
He good.
Now, anything else stand out in week 6, man?
Nah, it was a quiet week last week. You know, LCA did what LCA does. Douglas lost a tough loss. I figured they would win that. But, man, that schedule they got is a bugbear.
But you know what, man? I was at that game, and I'm going to say I was surprised by Douglas. I think they starting to click.
They're young.
And like my coach, Coach Dion, Coach Prime said, you better beat me now. Because they about to be a problem.
Yeah, they're going to be young for the time to get the Talbot kids. Oh, Lord, that's so much talent over there.
Yes.
All
right, man, let's look at our Week 6 pick results. All right, your boy, Coach.
You ever see a boat, seeing a boat pull away from a dock, and people went, bye, see you later, enjoy your cruise. That's me pulling away from you, slow but sure. Put the dock waving by.
All right, Coach.
And you kicked your tail.
You lost too.
You call yourself a professional?
All right, Coach. Now, we're going to look at our Week 6 Kyng Player of the Week.
How y'all doing? This is Thomas Williams from Kyng. I'm here to present this week's Big Things Kentucky Kyng Player of the Week. And this week's player is...
With the chickens like Popeye.
Alright, make sure you come on down and see us at Kyng, 101 West Loudon Ave, Greyland Station. Come get your free 6-piece starter meal on us. Congratulations again. Continued success on and off the field.
My guy Brock Kaufman, a friend of the program. So far, 10 touchdowns over the season, 420 yards. You know, he's not playing a lot of second half because them boys getting up early and it's embarrassing. Shout out to Luke Pennington, man, that young man is special. A lot of weapons over there. It's your boy Charlie Slade Ball, all the cats, man. Shout out to Brock Kaufman for being the Big Thing Kentucky Kyng Player of the Week.
Yes, sir. All right, Coach, real quick, let's hit this Power 5, Coach. I'll go ahead and let you know. I'm going to go up first for my Power 5. Number 5, Wofo. It was off this week. Number 4, my Paris Greyhounds continuing to dominate, slowly coming up. Number 3, Douglas Broncos, man. Like I said, that was a good loss. Very impressed with Douglas. Number 2, my Scott County Cardinals, Coach McKee, my coach, doing big things. And number 1, LCA, man.
Well, you be disrespecting a lot of folks. So you're going to take a team that lost and put them ahead of some teams that won. You know, your
Because you're my top 5.
Your top 5 is trash. Trash. This is my Power 5, starting at the bottom. My Branches to finish 3-2. They was off last week. But hey, we would have won. My Scott County Cardinals got that number 4, 5-1. A really good team. I got Sayre undefeated 5-0 and 1-8 right now. At number 3, at number 2, my Paris Greyhounds off last week, but they are 5-0 coming into a big game this week against Bishop Brossard. And of course, number 1, my LCA War Eagles, Doug Charles Company, number 1 in Big Views, Coach Views Power 5, baby.
All right, Coach. Now, as we get ready, Week 7. All right, Coach, man. First of all, my past performances, I want to apologize to all my fans. I'm ashamed of my performance, and for that, I want to apologize to my hundreds and hundreds of fans. I will do better. Get my Tim Tebow speech. I will do better, and you will not see me but that performance ever again. I'm sorry. Now, our guest picker this week will be LEX 18's Keith Farmer, Coach.
Now, let me ask you a question. You're not going to wear this with Mr. Farmer on here. He's a professional. He does Big Blue Nation in the 7 o'clock. Please don't tell me you're wearing this when he's on here.
Coach, man, I've earned this.
Well, here we go.
All right, Week 7 guest picker from LEX 18, Mr. Keith Farmer, BBN tonight. Thank you for joining us, Keith. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Is this normal?
Well, this is the thing. He's challenged Barry Bryant one week.
Uh-huh.
He had Deion last week. You see about Deion last week.
And
Same thing happened to him.
This is just, again, I'm apologizing to my hundreds and hundreds of fans for my poor performance these last couple weeks. And I will not let y'all down this week. I promise you, I'm coming strong. I apologize.
It's like the Aints.
Mr. Farmer. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the Aints, the Brown fans. But yeah, back in the day.
I'm ashamed
You ought to be
of
ashamed.
my performance the last couple weeks.
You ought to be ashamed.
Hey, you get another chance.
Now, you joined us here. You come here from Richmond. You are a Madison Central grad. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of tell us about what got you here and doing what you're doing.
I just, when I was growing up in Richmond, the church that I went to started televising the services, and I started doing that, and that was about the time of ESPN coming on.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, I can probably combine those things and do something with television or radio. I didn't know what. So I ended up going to Moorhead and learned everything there, and just kind of got the bug and got my start down in Hazard after that.
All right. And so now, how many stops did you have before you ended up here?
So I started in Hazard in '93, came to Lexington in '97 for a few years, went to Louisville for 13, and now I've been back here about 10 and a half.
All right. So you've
Yeah.
done it all then.
Yeah.
All right.
So 4 stops.
You've been to major markets too, so you get to cover a lot of teams, a lot of players.
Yeah.
What's one of your biggest memories, probably out of Louisville, that you had covering some?
So Louisville, if you've ever been there or lived there or anything, you know that you may be a UK fan and your next door neighbor may be a U of L fan, and there's always bickering going on, especially the time that they play each other, right? And so it's always like that. And then you got your sprinkled in Indiana fans, some Bellarmine, that kind of thing. Well, in 2002, I think it was 2002 or 4, I can't remember. I'm getting old now. The Valley sports team won the right to go to the Little League World Series. And like, we've all grown up watching that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it was like this trip to Mecca. It was like, wow, this is really, and then they also get there and you go, this is it? These small little fields.
Yeah.
But then you see all the teams walking around, you see how the teams interact with each other. And then the thing I could even feel from being in Williamsport was that all of Louisville was like one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a U of L UK thing. It was like they were all getting behind these kids. And they went all the way and won the thing over a Japanese team, 1-0. So I thought that was really special. Ryder Cup was really special. Been to national championships or Final Fours with UK, U of L, and IU. So I've been able to cover some pretty cool things. But those two stand out: the Ryder Cup and even though amongst all the great colleges, it's those two things that kind of stand out to me: the Little League World Series.
I apologize. You got to sit next to him, so it's like all the
This
accolades
is the
you've done.
pinnacle of a
All these accolades you've done.
career.
Icing right here.
This is probably the low point of your career, and I apologize.
No.
I apologize.
All right, Coach Dew and Mr. Farmer. All right, Week 7. Our first game up, we got 5-0 Sayre taking on 0-5 Bourbon County. Now, Sayre, looking at the KHSAA stats, has given up zero yards on defense this season, passing or rushing. Now, that's the KHSAA stats.
Yeah.
Anybody at this table willing to pick Bourbon County?
No, but I was giving a shout out to my guy Brock Kaufman. Got an offer from Maryland this past week. First D1 All Power 5 offer. 10 touchdowns, 420 yards receiving over the first 5 games of the year.
Wow.
Yes, I'm doing big things.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we all agree on Sayre. I think this is another one.
Well, we're going to say this too. This is what we do on the show. We call it RC Cola.
Okay.
RC Cola, famous in Kentucky. but we also need running clock. So this is going to be a RC Cola running clock game.
This might be a RC Cola week.
Yeah.
It might be sponsored by RC
We
Cola.
might get a 12-pack of RC Cola this week.
All right, up next, we got 0-5 Henry Clay taking on 3-2 Bryan Station. Henry Clay's been struggling this season. Bryan Station looks like everything's getting on track now. This is the team we thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. JT Haskins doing big things.
On both sides of the ball.
I think Keelan Adams has been a huge addition to this team. They seem to have gone a whole nother area since Jaws has come online with this team. We know where Coach Bew is going. Again, anybody got the guess to pick Henry Clay?
Going with Station.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Say it out of your mouth, though, Truck. I want to hear you say it.
Oh, Defender Nation, baby, Station Nation. We winning, we riding. My defenders, hey, we getting ready for 2 weeks down the road.
Give me Bryan Station.
Hey.
Listen, Coach Hoppers, you listening? Get me the golf cart ready for the Douglas game. Cause my knee bad, so I need to ride down to the field. So get the golf cart ready.
All right, and then another one.
No, that's gonna be RC Cola game.
Yeah.
Running clock.
And continuing with that thing, we got 0-6 Fort Knox taking on 5-1 my LCA Eagles, my coach Doug Charles, doing big things.
Shout out to my guy Major Brown, James Brown, his dad, and the family. The LCA 5-1. As me and Keith was talking about before the show, that district there, Lord.
The LCA wouldn't even schedule these teams.
No.
And now they're forced to play them, and this is going to be another running clock, LCA.
Heard that man say
Yeah.
LCA running clock.
I think this is almost kind of like exhale time for LCA.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I mean, the gauntlet we ran.
Yeah.
We ran at the beginning of the season. Hey, that was amazing what we did.
Yeah.
So we're going to breathe a little bit right now, get everybody healthy, get ready for this playoff run. All right, up next, I think we're going to run the clock again, baby. RC Cola, 0-5 Anderson County, taking on 5-1 my Scott County partner, my coach McKee, doing big things. Yes, sir. Anybody willing to pick Anderson County in this one?
No, got to go Scott County and running clock probably in the first quarter.
Oh.
Yeah, he might
be right. I ain't gonna lie. Man, shout out to Scott County linebacker Luke Valencia, 4.0 student, great guy. Coach McKee talked about him a lot. When you talk to him on the phone, Coach Trucks, shout out to that young man. And like I said, running clock is gonna be ugly. Coach McKee don't call it dollars off.
No, he does not.
That's
my coach. Hey, at this point, we playing for RPI points.
Yeah.
So we got to do what we got to do. So we make sure we solidify our role to scrub the field, baby. Because that's where we're going to be. All right. Up next, we got 2-3 Bishop Brossard taking on 5-0 Paris. Now, this one's interesting because Bishop Brossard has won 6 straight games against the Greyhounds. But this ain't them Greyhounds.
Mm-mm.
Is it them same dogs?
No. I'm a big fan of this Paris team. I really am. Got to go see them a couple weeks ago against Rock Castle. It was that high-scoring game. And Paris is impressive. Elijah Webb had a top 10 moment that I wish would have taken off. I was the only camera there, unless you were there. I don't know, but I was the only TV camera there. And, I tell you, I really like this team.
You know, I've had the pleasure to coach Elijah Webb when he was 9 and 10 years old. Special talent. I told him get out his own way and he'll have his type of year, and he's having it. Shout out to Jaden Holman as well from Paris. I want to say running clock Paris. I need the defense to show up. They got some studs on defense. We need them to show up and big. And I take the street ends for Bishop Brossard. Give me Paris running clock.
Running clock.
I'm going Paris all the way. Yeah.
Now, Paris is, for some reason, they don't respect Bishop Brossard, man.
We're going to do what you're going to do with him.
No, I'm taking Paris. I got this.
You don't know where to get
I don't know where to get. I got to come out of this bag.
He got lucky. He got a bad. We got an easy week this week. He got lucky.
All right, so up next, we got 1-5 Madison Central High School, your alma mater, struggling this year.
Yep.
Taking on 2-4 Pulaski County. Pulaski County, one of our guests from last week, Miss Anna, said consistency. The quarterback there, Zach Anderson, has 1,212 yards and 12 touchdowns. So you might want to play 12-12 if you're watching this show on your pick 4. Coach Hines doing the thing, you know, Pulaski, perennial power in the state. Madison Central struggling. Anybody want to take the Indians?
Pulaski 2-4 too, man. They ain't no game, yard burners and nothing. What you got, Keith?
All right, so you know I want to take Madison Central, but with this one being at Pulaski, I'm going to give the edge to the Maroons.
You know, when I thought to jump out of the ledge, but you convinced me to come on back. I too am going to take Pulaski County for the win. Oh, what you going to do, Coach Truck?
You know, I need, you know. Yeah, I'm going to Pulaski.
That's what we thought.
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
All right, up next we got 2-4 Moco, led by Jacob Young, taking on 4-2, and I think a surprising 4-2 maybe. West Jessamine. Gabriel Smith seems to be taking right over from Jacob Jones and doing the same kind of stuff for West Jessamine. How y'all feeling about this one?
This is our first tough one.
I think it is too, yeah.
Again, I think being at home and the way they've been playing lately, I feel like they're starting to play better. I'm going to give West Jessamine the edge.
I'm going to take West Jessamine too. I'm actually surprised they are 4-2. I did not think they had a record that great, but I am also going to ride West Jessamine on this one.
My coach, Coach Marsh, doing big things for West Jessamine. Yes, sir. Let's go, Coach, baby. Riding Cowboy. All right, up next, we got 2-4 Madison Southern taking on 0-5 East Jessamine. I can't even put the clouds up, Coach you, man.
Now, you picked them last week. What you going to do this week?
They, like you said, they done broke my heart more than anybody. these Jaguars, I keep believing in them and keep picking them. Madison Southern, I picked them too. They
broke your heart a few times too. Yeah,
so this is a battle of my exes. I'm going with the Jaguars on this one.
Oh, nice. All right. You know what?
Don't do it, Keith. Don't do it.
Don't
jump off the edge.
Look, all right. So, so I went to school with Mike Bolin, coach of East Jessamine.
Okay.
Great guy.
So again, it's hard to go against the guy I know. Like I went against my Central Indians, but I'm going Madison Southern.
I too have taken Madison Southern. I say Keith's pick if he shows going the other way. Don't follow.
You did.
Don't follow that guy. Don't follow that guy. You see you wearing the brown paper bag, let you know what kind of picks he are. Should put loser on there too.
Wow, you just gonna do me like that. All right, up next we got 5-1 South Oldham taking on 3-1 Wofo, my Yellow Jackets.
Man, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Now, South Oldham I don't think they've really been tested. This is like their first time kind of wading off into the deep water, taking on this Wofo team. Coach Johnson really liked that win over the Warner team out of California. He felt like that could propel his team into better things this season. How y'all feeling about this one?
I think this one's going to come down to the home team again. I like Woodford County. It's always crazy over there. They always have a huge student section. I kind of like the sounds of that one right there with Woodford.
DJ, everything.
Yep.
Now, Coach Johnson has built a wonderful environment there.
Yeah. Like I said, he's got support of the school and everything's been great. Like I said, he's scheduling games like he's scheduling. So I'm going to go Woodford County. Shout out to Leighton Starks. He's a stud over there. I think top 5 in tackling in the state and sacks in the state. So shout out to Leighton Starks. Give me Woodford County over South Oldham.
All right, I'm going to take Wofo too on that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he didn't be too tough, man.
Now this one here,
Comes down to this last
will be
one.
interesting.
This is going to
3-3, Taste Creek taking on 1-5, Paul Lawrence, Dunbar. Taste Creek seems to be going the other way.
Yeah.
Started out 3 wins, now they got 3 losses.
But now, mind you, 3 losses against 3 good teams.
I was
You got
gonna say,
Ballard,
schedule
Station, Douglas. So this Dunbar not even one of them teams. And I like Dunbar. I love Coach Johnson over at Coach West Johnson. But
Now this could be for the district, as these
This
are
could be
probably
for the
the 2
district.
favorites in the district for this game.
yes.
Dunbar, I don't know if they lost their quarterback last week or not. I know he was out that game, and they had a young kid in there. And so because of that, I'm going to Taste Creek.
I too am taking Taste Creek. My Commodores get back on the right side of winning. Hey, what they say, Center Parkway versus everybody. Let's go. Give me Taste Creek.
Oh, here we go.
I mean,
He needs
Here
this one.
we go. Here we go.
Go the other way. I could have a bag on you next week.
Now I'm gonna pick the bag for you.
Right, I'm gonna go Taste Creek on this.
Ah.
I don't have the guts to believe in that ball right now,
Man.
especially with Ethan not being. And shout out to Ethan, man. He's having an amazing year this year. If Dunbar could run the ball, man, they might have a better record.
All right, so it all comes down to East Jessamine, right?
Yeah.
Right? Where he wears his mask again?
He's gonna be wearing.
Yeah. Let's go.
Can we paint it up this time?
Hey.
I'm like you. Let's get it together.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
enjoy
it ain't over till it's over, baby. Because we going to Kroger one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, he's doing whoever's winning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, our bonus pick, we got a bonus pick because, you know, this was a light week.
Okay.
We appreciate you coming on, Mr. Farmer.
Of course.
But this week, and you are the expert, so we got UK and University of Florida.
Yeah.
Well, some would say a rivalry game,
Yeah.
kind of like the hammer and nail,
Right.
you know, but UK has showed some spunk. A lot of people been questioning UK not quite where they thought they should be going into conference play.
Right. They're not far off. Not far off if they can correct some of the mistakes. Some of those, you know, the holds,
Yeah.
drop passes, you know, that kind of thing. I think they'll be okay.
And they made a change of center too. I
They
think
did.
Jack moved to guard, and they got a new center.
Eli moved back over
Yeah.
to center. Yeah.
I think that's meant to be the receiver core is deep. You don't see a lot
They
of
are.
them, but they deep. So
Especially at tight end.
yeah.
I may see more of that this week. We'll
I
see.
realize Isaiah Cummings is still there on the
He is.
roster. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't see him much though. But
Yeah.
I don't know. This game at UK?
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
12
taking-
o'clock.
I'm taking UK.
Are we doing a score or are we just taking it?
We taking the score.
That's
The
up
score.
to you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going UK. I'm going UK.
Okay.
They've had Florida's number the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go UK 35, Florida 24.
Ooh. I'm going to go UK 21, Florida 17.
That's probably closer to it. I don't bet you can't score 35 Florida.
Florida 34, UK 12.
Ooh.
Let's go, baby.
4 field goals, huh?
Nah, they gonna miss it. And then you gotta be chasing that point, and they just not gonna get it.
I think they got enough to beat Florida.
No,
I think they do.
Yeah.
Florida, no,
It's a different environment
No.
than playing over
no,
there.
no, no.
Oh, you've been around high school sports a lot, man, over the years, seeing it. Do you feel like Lexington is finally trying to get back to where they were before, like I said, the splits and mergers and all that?
I feel so. I do miss, so here's a neat story for you. When I was here the first time, late 90s, I covered JT Haskins, Eric Shelton, that team that went to the finals, lost to St. X. And right after that, is 2000 is when I went to Louisville to work. And then who else came along?
You were Clay, wasn't
No,
it?
I'm saying JT Haskins, Eric Shelton ended up in Louisville. So it was so much fun to be able to cover JT again. And now here I am covering his kids.
Yeah.
You know, so tells you I've been in business a long time.
Hey, come full circle.
But I do feel like back in the day, you know, there were huge crowds, and I remember vividly shooting a game with Brian Station, JT, Eric going against Boyd, Shane Boyd, and it was a packed stadium, and so I'm just waiting on a couple of these programs to get back, and I think we'll be back maybe to those days.
That's right. We'll see.
Well, thank you. Ain't too much difference in our picks, but I think I got y'all. And again, my fans,
You want to get it.
I apologize for my recent performances, and I will make that up to y'all.
Thank you for joining us, man. We got us a celebrity. You know, we used to have Jared Peck, who's a celebrity. I think he's a little bit bigger than Jared right now. So we still love Jared.
I think Jared knows a little bit more about the high school game.
Man, Jared knows about a kid playing. Look, Jared knows about a center in Pikeville playing on the elementary school.
That's going to come along.
Going to come along. That's how Jared knows. He tell you, kids ain't born yet out of Jared Peck knows. I'm telling you, he's our what's called our guru. Thank you so much, man, for taking time out, man, hanging out with us. I apologize if the career fell this low. You got to sit next to the guy in the brown bag. Man, as always, there should be a living donor. I'm Coach Butte, my man, Coach TB on the side of Coach Truck.
Hey.